Hey everyone, and welcome to Limited Appeal. Today we're doing a Lorwyn Eclipsed premiere draft. The premiere drafts have been like a little shaky for us lately. We were doing really well in the pick 2 drafts. The regular old premiere ones are a little bit, tougher right now. All right, pick 1, Spry and Mighty. It's just Spry and Mighty. Like there's Gnarlbark Elm, which is pretty good. Glisser Baron's pretty good if you get the right deck for it. Our last deck was not the right deck for it. If you watched that video, you know. But, yeah, nothing else here really looks that great. Follow into a Glamour Gifter, an Outrider. Stoic Grove Guide is pretty good. I mean, these kind of want to play in the same deck a lot of the time. The Pennant is like very generic, but also fits like this fits in basically any deck, and it's good. We're not passing anything that I love here for it, so we'll take the Pennant first. All right, pick 3. Unbury is maybe the best card in the pack. We've been getting a lot of really weak packs in our Premier drafts. This is horrible. Unbury and like Kithkeeper is good. Like Kithkeeper works with Spry and Mighty too. Like it kind of, it's actually kind of like very synergistic. You play Kithkeeper, you pump it up, then you Spry and Mighty with the 1/1 and the now 6/3 or 9/3 or whatever, and then you beat in and they lose. But I think Unbury is better. I don't know. That's tough. Like, I just don't like the Kithkeeper decks. I know that a lot of people are into like the elementals and the vivid and the everything that you can do with them. I just find that they don't work that well a lot of the time. And this pack also kind of sucks. Like, where are the good cards, man? Protective Response is the best card in this pack. We don't know what colors we're in yet. There's not really been any black. There haven't been any elves. There haven't been any merfolk. Like, there's 2 here, but... man. We passed, like, 2 good Kithkin in the first pack as well, I think. I don't think we really passed any more good Kithkin. So maybe, like, the green-white comes back around to us. Like, Spry and Mighty, maybe not perfect in a Kithkin deck, since they all kind of have similar power to each other. I don't know. Okay, pick 5, and I still don't know what we're doing. I mean, the Mentor is pretty good here. The Wary Farmer might be the best card, and it kind of fits with what we have. Like, I think objectively, the Mentor is the best card. And we haven't seen a whole lot. It's so tough to say what's better here. I'm going to take the better card, and hopefully, yeah, okay. That's a good... Actually, you know what? This isn't even that big a reward for it, because if we have taken the Wary Farmer, we would have just taken another Wary Farmer and had double Wary Farmer, and that feels pretty good, too. These are... We have 4 cards that kind of work together right now. Maybe some of them are Merfolk Wheel. We haven't passed a whole lot of Merfolk either. And the fact that we're getting these 2 cards this late kind of makes me feel like there's a good chance that the people directly beside us aren't drafting Merfolk either. I mean, that was pick 6, and there's a well guard. So that basically means that nobody is drafting Merfolk. Or if they are, there were some packs that had absurd Merfolk in them, I guess. Whoa, come on. This is a tough choice. We already have the Protective Response, and I feel like the Sky Swimmer just works so well that I want to take it. But then passing a Blossom Bind for somebody to pick 8 is just like telling them, hey, go blue. But this pack is just so... This is a really good pack for us, and I hate that I have to make this choice. I don't know what's right. I think the Sky Swimmer is probably a little bit better. Similarly, these are both really good cards, and we want to have a Scoundrel, but another Sky Swimmer here is really good too. Celebrant fits really well. I actually like Shield Bearer in Merfolk decks too, but getting this out as Convoke target when we have Wellguard and stuff is pretty sweet. We probably aren't going to play any of those cards. That Wield. I think there was another Merfolk in that pack, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if we play the Distractor, but he's there anyway. We got a Disruptor. I think Disruptor of the Currents is better. And there's like some weird world where the Duelist wheels. Because nobody was taking Merfolk. But Disruptor of the Currents definitely never wheels because it goes in any blue deck. This is so... Passing this when we have what we have just feels bad. But I think it's right. Trapper or Catharsis or another Wellguard. I mean, we definitely don't care about Catharsis. Catharsis doesn't do a whole lot for this deck. It's really just what's better for us. Like, I think that Wellguard is a better card. Obviously, Trapper deals with things that you can't deal with all the time, and we don't really have a whole lot of removal, but I think the ceiling on Wellguard is just so high. Cleansing is probably good here over the Vaulter. We already have a Vaulter. I don't need to play that many Vaulters. Rhymekin Recluse, sure. I'd also like the Unexpected Assistant. Maybe we'll see one later, but Rhymekin Recluse is just so busted. Huh. I really like Everstrike's Gift, but a lot of our deck kind of like flies already, and I think that the Scoundrel enables our Wellguards and stuff like that, so it's probably much better for us. We don't really want the Rhyme Chill here, the Kith Keep, but like there's been a really good Vivid deck available though. I don't know how much Vivid Enablers how many Vivid Enablers we saw in the first pack. I don't remember. I know we passed like 1 or 2 decent Vivid cards. Ooh. Like, Mirrorform is so good. And we have so many dudes. But Eclipsed Marrow is just really good too. I think I want the consistency over the Mirrorform, but I don't know. Now, you know what? Go big. Go big. Go big. Mirrorform. Another one of you. And another one of you. But I mean, I'll take another Rhymekin Recluse over the third Skystormer. That's just so much tempo potential. Like, there's so many good choices. Now there's less good choices. I mean, Rhyme Chill is playable, kind of, maybe. Nothing else is really playable. If we hit like a Champion of the Shoal or something, we will, like, having this is just amazing for us. Timid Shield Bearer, I think, is definitely good here. We're not, like, we are Merfolk, but we're not a heavy Merfolk deck because we didn't take the Lord. We don't really need to have, like... honestly, Runaway Together seems fine in this deck. We have some, like, Enter the Battlefield effects. We have, like, the Recluse, the Mentor, the Disruptor. But, like, what this deck really lacks right now is a way to finish the game. Huh. So there's some choices here. We could try to splash an Ashling's Command, which I don't know. Like, it has to be worth it, right? Or a third Rhymekin Recluse. Like, this... I think you just have to take the third Rhymekin Recluse. Because, like, we don't have that much fixing available just inherently right now. And I don't splashing red is maybe worth it, but I don't know. Like it would put a lot of unnecessary burden on our deck. I really want an unexpected assistance. We need to get this card, but Sig is obviously something that I can't pass. I mean, we would probably play a Peddler over a Feastling. And if we have taken the Ashling's command, we could obviously take the Wayfinder here. I'm not sure if this is right, actually. I think it's probably right because we don't have the... Well, I mean, yeah. Because this does something. The Changeling only lifelinks. I might come to regret this, but I like having a Peddler in most decks. Even if it comes down late, it can start looting and get you cards late game, which feels pretty nice a lot of the time. Another Spry and Mighty, which I'm going to rare draft because there is nothing else I'm going to put in my deck, I guess. There's literally no white or blue in this. Like, we could take a white Wayfinder, but it doesn't really fit in our deck. We don't want to be slow. Another Gravegill fits really well. It's interesting that we're seeing the Merfolk dry up, though, after it was so open in the last couple of packs. Maybe there just weren't any Merfolk in those packs, or maybe there just wasn't any, like, white-blue. I definitely want in this deck. Now, I don't think we're getting the unexpected assistance back, and that really sucks, because we don't have any way to draw cards in this deck at all. None. Except for the looter, but that's not like really drawing, that's just looting, which is obviously still good for like filtering through my deck, but it's not ideal. Do we play a third Scoundrel? Probably not. I mean, how many things? No, we don't, right? We have those two, we have that. I mean, maybe I play a second Volter, I don't know, we'll have to see what the deck looks like in a minute. We're also super light on removal, which is nice that the keep out came right when I was complaining about that. But our like game plan is to just bounce, and win on tempo. I guess we'll just rare draft. We're not playing anything else here. Lurker? I don't know. We have another one in there. I don't really think we can play them. So the thing about Mirrorform is that it turns into whatever, like it turns everything that we have into the best creature on the board, right? And that is going to win you the game a lot of the time. The Pennant is going to get us back a Merfolk, basically. I don't know if we need Runaway Together here. I actually think it does have quite a bit of value, where it often doesn't in decks like this. The Tributary is good. The Distractor may be unnecessary. And yeah, I think if we looked at it like this is probably the deck. We could also drop the Celebrant in favor of the Distractor. I don't know if that's right. We could also bring in a Shore Lurker, which actually might be good. And maybe drop the... What's our... No, our 2-drops kind of... We need 2 drops. 5, 6. Actually, we might not need more 2-drops. Maybe we can drop the Shield Bearer. But the Shield Bearer gets really good late game as well. It's one of those cards that you want to have. Yeah, maybe Runaway Together just isn't one of the cards we want. I'm also on the fence about the Pendant because we don't have that many payoffs for it. It's kind of just there to gain us some life and get something back, maybe. I don't know how I feel about this deck. It felt like it was going to be really good, and then it just kind of didn't get there. I feel like I have to keep it. I mean, now I'm very happy that we kept it. And if they miss a 2-drop, that would be ideal. Okay, Mercant's Eyes is a good card, but it's not the 2-drop that we want. Like, we're fine with them doing that as their 2-drop. Obviously, in the long game, this is going to really, like, win it for them, because we don't have a way to deal with 2/2s. We could have taken the Ashling's Command, but, you know, Ooh, and that's like the opposite of what we want to bounce, but I will absolutely bounce it anyway because we want to get the Recluse out so that we can get the Sky Swimmers going. No, hey, you know what? This is fine. They'll just have infinite Eclipsed Elves. I'm okay with that. This will basically like take up their turns, right? And there are two lines here, right? We could play out the Shore Lurker, which does more damage in the air. Okay, so that's interesting. So now I think we just attack with the Recluse. Offer the trade. And then we play out the Marrow Sky Swimmer. And then we gotta start beating them down in the air. And then next turn we can play out the Vaulter. Drop it. Play out another Sky Swimmer and use that to pump up our Sky Swimmer and get in for 4 in the air. That seems pretty good too. Like they're going to have sure they're drawing a lot of cards here, but they're going to need to find a way to stop us, right? And if they play out something big here, we can just... Actually, can we just win next turn? This is a 5/5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can swing in for 30 damage if we hit a land. -2/-2 to everything? Okay, never mind. Come on, land. Land and we win. We win on land. Of course not. Do I just attack with everything, actually? Does it matter? Four, 5, 6, 7. They go down 8. I think we just do this because we do have the Mirrorform. Like, if we attacked with everything, they would have taken 2 more damage? 2 more damage. And we would be down a creature. So here's the thing. If we top deck a land, we just win, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we win. We win on the land. Come on, land. I've never wanted to land so badly. Of course not. There's the land. Now, if they pop their Morkan's Eyes, which I can't see any reason for them to do, sure. Okay, so you're going to gain a bunch of life. Yeah. If you pop the eyes, so you gain 4. So you go to 6. You're still dead. If that's the plan. Yeah, that's not a big deal. So they go up to 14. We can attack with 5 things. 5, 9. These we're going to hit them for 20, right? 9, 12. Yeah, this is fine. Then with a good game. GG, Mirroform. Mirroform OP. If only we had land earlier, we wouldn't have even had to like risk that. But yeah, you know, our opponent had a really good deck. You had the Gloom Ripper, you had the eyes, you had everything that you want in elves. You just didn't have Mirrorform. I mean, their attack was probably right, objectively, right? Because they were gaining 11 life from it. And, like, what are the odds that I can kill you from 14 with what I had on the board? Mirrorform. Yeah, this is actually fine. I mean, in a perfect, if we hit 3 land, then we can get a turn 3 Sky Swimmer, which is perfect. And if we don't hit 3 land, then we probably like slowly lose, but we're not like in the worst shape. Oh god. So if they Boulder Dash me here, that would be the worst case scenario, I think. No Boulder Dash, please. No Boulder Dash and give me a land off the top. Okay, I mean, you know, I wasn't like super specific about it, but that's pretty bad for me too. Like, we can still Sky Swimmer this turn. 3 colors. We almost lived the dream there with the Sky Swimmer, and our opponent was just like, nope. I'm going to have all of the best elementals that just thwart everything you want to do. I'm going to have like the literal like nutty elemental deck with planes in it. Is it for like a Catharsis splash or something? Okay, that is what I want to see. Where, like, this is fine and all, but like I kind of want some land, like planes. Like, there's a world where we don't do that and keep that around for like Mirrorform to start swinging for 8 or something in the air, and I would understand if that was the line that you wanted to take. It's probably better than what I did. Okay. Give me a land, please. Oh my god, give me a land, please. Doesn't need to be this turn. How do we win in this position? Because Blossom Binding, that like doesn't do much for me. It does something for me, obviously. But I think the Well Guard gives me a better chance at winning because all I need now is to top deck a land. Like, they could obviously double, like, removal spell here, and that would suck too. Which I think they're kind of incentivized to do. But then I still win on a land. Because I can swing for 18 with their Tyrant, right? See, the trick here, right, is that if they have, like, a Tweeze, I just die. Mirroform is instant. Yeah, I just have to do this. Like, I don't want to die to the double Tweeze. Obviously, if they have removal, then I lose. And I feel like they probably will, unfortunately. So if we had had one more permanent on the board, we would have just won there. Obviously, we didn't need to block the Spine Rock Tyrant. They didn't have the double Tweeze. They need a double removal spell. Yeah, all right, GG, we got there. The Spine Rock Tyrant Mirrorform was enough. Despite the fact that our opponent had, like, any removals, I guess it wasn't any removal spell because they would have needed to have... What removal spell would even work, actually? Because, like, any red removal spell would remove, like, one of them because none of them do 6 damage. Except the one that costs X, but, like, that's another rare, obviously. What did I almost take? Oh, yeah, an Eclipsed Mirror or whatever. It was almost the pick over Mirrorform, which has carried which has carried us to victory. Yeah, Mirrorform is just, like, super good in Merfolk. Because you often wind up with such a wide board. Just don't play the Kithkin, the Eclipsed Kithkin. No Eclipsed Kithkin. Anything else. I will bounce and be happy. No Eclipsed Kithkin. Yeah, that's fine. That was a pretty good draw, actually. Really good draw for us. I actually kind of forgot Sig was in the deck. And then next turn we don't even have a 4-drop, so we can just flip Sig pretty safely if they don't kill him. We could play out the Recluse, but I feel like there's going to be something bigger to bounce next turn. And then this turn we can like Recluse plus Blossom Bind and just clear the board again. If they play out something that's big, they play out like a 5 mana. I don't really, what 5 mana cards are there? They only have one forest. They have 3 plains, 1 forest, and 1 red source. So I'm sure there's 5-drops that I'm not thinking of that would be good there. Like I don't know. I really don't. No blocks. That is actually fine. Obviously, we're not going to bounce that. It costs 2 wood, right? Yeah, that's a good draw too. We have literally 3 ways to bounce cards in our hand right now. Frigid is fine. You got something for me? And the question here now is, do I give Sig protection, or do I give this protection so that we can beat him for an extra 4? Like, obviously giving Sig protection means that Sig is protected if they have removal, but they haven't had removal the last couple of turns, so like, what are the chances that they come removal? Given my luck, pretty good, I would imagine, but we're just gonna do this. Actually, I just want to do this, bounce the Graspling, and then swing in with all. Or we do this, bounce the bridge. See, that's tough. I don't know. We do this, then we get in for more. Like, I just don't know how much damage the Brig is going to do to me, right? It flips and it makes 3 mana. You already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not, like, super scared of it when you have 3 cards in your hand. What you got? Oh, okay, sure. I mean, I'm glad we didn't attack into it then. Doesn't really matter what I attack with because we're going to do this anyway. Yep, so now you have a bunch of mana, but you only have 2 cards to use with it. Why is this happening? Like, the symbols aren't showing up. The reach symbols have disappeared. I don't think attacking there is right, really. Like, unless you are going to wipe my board. Oh, you are going to wipe my board. How did I know? How did I know? I'm fucking winnowing, man. Alright, whatever. Game sucks. Probably should have done this the other way around. Yeah, I should have done that the other way around. Actually, no. No, I shouldn't have. Because then I would have gotten... Yeah, no. Like, this is going to come down and it's going to be a blocker, but like... God, that sucks! Fucking winnowing! Now we're going to lose very slowly. Card is busted. And Brig is just going to slowly, like, even if they draw nothing else for the rest of the game, they're just going to win on Brig. I need something that flies. Not land. Land does not fly. How have we drawn so many more cards than them? Oh, because of Sig. Yeah, I wish we had got another attack in with Sig. And our looting. Why does this card exist? It's just too good. And coincidentally, if we hadn't have been our Grave Scoundrel when we looted, we would probably be able to win off of that too. But yeah, are there two basically one-sided Wraths in this format? The red one and the white one. Yes, that's true. Assert Perfection. Oh, even worse. Even worse. There's only land in our deck. Our opponent's out here drawing Brig's Command. What the fuck is our opponent's deck? Okay, let's just stop for a second. What the fuck is our opponent's deck? Bloom Tender, Brigid, fucking Brigid's Command, Winnowing, Selfless Safe Right. Like, what the fuck? Who let you do this? Who let you do this? Like, I have a good deck, but it's a fair deck because we don't have that many things that we can do. This is a freaking artifact. What can we even do here? Like, what can I draw? Disruptor Occurrence, sure. So that lets me bounce their token, which is nice, I guess, in some way. But they're just come on, I've actually never seen anybody make this work either. It's kind of cool. I'll give them that, okay? I'll give them the Puka's Eye. Nobody that I've ever played against has got to draw cards off of Puka's Eye. So now they only have one dude that... What do you have, man? Tweeze? Are you gonna tweeze me, bro? Don't tweeze me, bro. I mean, they have infinite mana. You might as well tweeze me, if you can. I mean, they're probably gonna attack with that next turn and then hope to get, like, the triple blocker, okay, or not. Or none of that. So they don't have Tweez? I'm confused, but whatever. Yeah, our opponent's deck is insane. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've hit 11 lands so far, 11, 12. They have 16 cards in the deck, so 5. They are not drawing land. I mean, no, they are primarily drawing land? Yeah. They've drawn, like, a disproportionate amount of land. I mean, again, this doesn't really do anything for me. Maybe I just hold it. Maybe our opponent decks themselves. Maybe this is like the extent of rares that they have access to somehow. They've just played all of their absurd rares so far. Okay, I mean, that's a turn closer to you decking yourself, I guess. Again, like, they're not going to deck themselves. They really probably can't deck themselves before they kill us. Yep. $14 cards. Are the like what do I need here to win? I don't really know what I like. I whatever I need to win, it's like multiple cards. I need multiple cards in a row to even have a chance at this, I think. You have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15, 18, 19, 20. They don't even have lethal yet, so. Get this card. That's fine. Because we will keep out that. Especially if they attack. I kind of just want to bounce the elf, honestly. Give them another draw. If they choose it. Because I really do think that the only way we would win right now is off of them decking. And I want to see what other absurd stuff is in their deck, you know? Before we lose. Obviously, they get that back with the... Okay, well, GG. I'm not going to concede yet. I'm not going to do it. I should, but I'm not going to. Because we can actually deal with that. And there is a world where we get Mirroform and we win off of that. Not the world we're currently living in, but... It's the world that we could be in next next turn? I don't know. I only have 4 attackers. So I think what I have to do, even if we draw Mirrorform, if we want to have like the best chance at winning, is basically just wait and bounce that next turn. Like, if we draw Mirrorform, then we know what's happening. Like, we can bounce it. What would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it would be actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it would have 55 damage that tramples in a perfect world if we live that long. And we top deck our Mirrorform. Like, that's actually an out for us. If they play their dude out, it's actually a way for us to win. I will take this damage. I need all of my creatures. Yep. Yep, good. That's fine. Is there anything in your yard? That's actually pretty good. Because that actually gives us one more dude when we attack. So basically, if we want to win, we need Mirrorform to be on top of the deck. And that may not even be enough, but... What are you looking at your yard for? You have all the colors, so an unburied. You have an unburied too. You don't have any more targets for your... Oh, that's what you want to do. Okay, fair, yeah. I mean, at that point, why are you not just drawing? You know? Like, why are you not... If you're trying to actually kill me, why are you not just drawing? There's actually... I think I might have... No, that wouldn't have been... Maybe? No, it didn't matter. I was gonna say, maybe I could have, like, bounced my Disruptor instead and replayed it. That actually might have been better because I'd get an extra 1/1 out of it. Yeah, that could be a potential mistake. That might become relevant. But yeah, anyways, Mirrorform has to be on the top of the deck. If Mirrorform is the next card, we can win. If Mirrorform is not the next card, then we need it to be a protective response. Okay, fuck that shit. This is... I think it might still be lethal, even if they kill the Well Guard. I don't really care what they kill. It doesn't matter. It'll still be at least 55 damage, and they have 6, 7, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 24, 29. It's not enough. Oh my god, it's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, we actually needed that creature to have lethal. I think. Fuck. Yeah, no, we can't do it. It's not gonna work. We'll try it either way, is like obviously if we get to, but well, actually no, this isn't true. So here's what we do. You ready? See what their blockers are. Because if they don't maximize their blockers, we win. Like, they have to think that I'm just attacking out of desperation, right? Like, if they just put one thing on everything, we win, basically. can't believe Mirroform was actually the top card. GG. Negative or negative 40. Oh man, negative 44. All right. We really pulled that one out. That was literally the perfect series of cards for us. And we're 3-0 somehow. Like, after the winnowing and all of the absurdity that our opponents did that game, all we needed to win was a Mirrorform. It's great because it's also, like, it's a great card that wins you games out of nowhere. But it's also just so fun for me. Not for them, but for me. All right, we have a good hand. The question is, do we lead with a Scoundrel or the Shield Bearer? Or the Preacher that we draw, right? Okay, so we lead with the Scoundrel then. Because now we can just attack for 3 with the Vaulter. Because there's no world where they play out another 1-drop and tap down my Scoundrel, right? Be good. I wish I could Merfolk like that. Now they're going to play out a Marrow Swimmer, right? Swimmer time? Or not a Marrow Swimmer, a Marrow Sky Swimmer. I don't know what our best draw here is. Awesome Mind. You. Okay, so we take 5. I said they were going to draw a Marrow Sky Swimmer, not me. Come on. I think it's just better to get the Scoundrel back here. He does more for us in the long run. I don't really care if I bounce. Like bouncing the Trapper doesn't do much for me. Bouncing the 1/1 is fine, I guess. And obviously, I'm never going to bounce the Mentor. Worker, sure. If we draw a land, we can play out the Scoundrel and our Sky Swimmer. And they don't really have an attack here. Of course, we don't draw a land. Because why would we? Now, it looks like we're probably going to lose a mirror match to Mana Screw, unfortunately. But as we have shown in previous games, we can always pull our asses out of it with a Mirroform. If we draw a land, we probably Mirrorform... Sorry, we probably Blossom Bind the Lurker and drop a Scoundrel. We really need some land. If we don't, then we probably just bounce the Lurker, I guess, and let them surveil again. It's fine too. You probably tap the Sky Swimmer here. I know you're looking at the Vaulter, but like tap the Sky Swimmer. It's definitely the right choice. Because I don't have any other attacks. I'm not going to beat in for one. I'd rather get this back to block. Yep. No attacks. I could honestly attack like this, and I think that would actually. No, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. Get in there. And we'll trade our 1/1. I know we have Mirroform, and the 1/1s kind of matter, but we are just so far away from that anyway right now. Obviously, if they give me the trade on either one of those, on the Trapper or the Breacher, I will take it. I can't imagine they do that, but yeah, okay, sure. Hey, look, it's land. Now, obviously, in response to this, they should tap down my Skystormer. And then we'll beat in for 3 with the Recluse. But I really don't know why they attacked with the Preacher. The Preacher, like, tapping stuff down and gaining life every turn seems like a really good combo for them. Because, like, not only does it mess up my attacks, it also means that if I get attacks in like this with the Recluse, then I'm still not really doing anything. Yeah, that's pretty good. They're doing the merfolk thing. There was like a world in my head where I was like, okay, we could put the Blossom Bind on the Trapper instead, and that felt like it would be a good choice. If they want to trade both, if they want to trade the Mentor for the Scoundrel, I'm fine with that. So now the Shield Bearer actually lets us attack for a bunch of damage here. That doesn't change my... That doesn't. Yeah, your deck is good. A 1 mana short. So ideally we want to do like some amount of damage to them here. Yeah, so we can go in with that. We can technically go in with this. I don't know if I want to, so we go in with these two. We do anywhere from like Because I'm not using my mana for literally anything else this turn anyway. If they want to trade, that's fine. So now on land, there are a number of ways we can win here. We can make everything into a 4-4. We can make everything into a 3-2 and make a whole bunch of 1-1s. I guess it'll kind of depend. They can't make that a 4-4, so... They don't have... Like, we need land. Land and we can have 4 games in a row where Mirrorform wins it. Yes! Sick. What'd you tap down? If you tap anything down, we basically just win, right? Yeah. So I attack and make everything a 4-4. We basically could win. They can swing back for a decent amount of damage, though, and potentially kill us if this goes wrong. If we make everything a flyer, does that work? So they can block 1. That would be 9 damage. It's not enough. If I do this, I don't think they can swing back and kill me. Threatening 4. 5, 6. See, the problem is I'm threatening lethal. I think maybe the well guard was the right choice. Maybe I should have hit the well guard before we attacked. I don't think there were really any ways for them to beat that if we did it. But trying to sneak in a win here was a mistake, I think. Because I'm pretty sure if they block correctly, they can just turn around and kill me. If they block wrong, though, then they can't. Because right now, this is 12 damage. So if we do this, actually, what happens? No, you know what? I think this is probably still right. They have, even if they have removal, they still can't win here. Coincidentally, they managed to top deck removal. So that's all enough. We're just spamming them because they were spamming us. 4 games in a row. Admittedly, I think we did make a mistake, but maybe we didn't. I'm not sure. I really didn't want to do all of the math. He's like, we would have had 4 more 1/1 flyers to hold back, but then if they knew it was coming beforehand, they would have probably blocked a lot more efficiently and traded with our board, because basically their entire board traded with our 3/2s. And they had 3 blockers. 2 of them would have traded, and then 1 of them would have chumped. We would have hit them for 3, yeah, and had 2 guys left. Yeah, I think that was right. Well, we have had 3 guys left because of Blossom, but actually we've gone an extra attack because of Blossom Bind as well. I don't know. It's interesting. It's really like it could have been right either way. Fortunately, we don't have any like 1, 2, 3 drops here. Like, the thing is, I would love to go Scoundrel into Vulture, but this just makes more sense for my mana. Ew, no, an Archer. Abigail, gross. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Like, gross, but also I can deal with it. It's just going to get Reclused. Take a bit of damage, you'll gain a bit of life, NBD. Can't even replay it here. And next turn we'll have Disruptor of Currents up. I'm sad they didn't want to trade their Archer for my Recluse, but you know, it is. Obviously, if like next turn we can start attacking with the Scoundrel, tapping down our Vulture. I don't really care if Abigail starts hitting us for 1. Not a big deal. We'll do 6. Then we can get it back and convoke it in whenever we want, really. Like, I'm not going to bounce Abigail ever, so... Abigail gets to stay right where she is. So if we just keep bouncing their creatures every turn, we're in a pretty good spot, I think. I have like double bounce available. Okay, well that is annoying, but like... I messed up! I fucking messed up! What I should have done, I fucking messed up. I should have exploded the enchantment when he went to fight. But I am a fool, so here we are. Anyways, hopefully that doesn't matter. My brain like wasn't. I didn't even realize that I had to brain there. Literally had the answer. I have lethal on board, so yeah, GG. Yes, they know it's GG. Yeah, we misplayed, but it didn't matter because we had so much disruption this game. It got there anyway. When they went to fight, we needed to destroy the enchantment so that Abigail would just kill herself, basically. Alright, after a super long queue time, we have found an opponent for Game 6. We are currently 5-0. And we don't have a hand, I guess. Oh, there we go. Found it. Found the cards. This would obviously be like 10 times better on the play. But it's good on the draw too. If we can top deck a 2-drop, that would be perfect. Fantastic. You just have to ask for it sometimes. You know what you want, you just gotta ask for it. That's how Magic works. As long as they don't play like a Firebraider or whatever, the elemental that makes 2 mana. We obviously can't deal with it. Well, I guess we could Blossom Fire, and we probably would have. Didn't want to do that. What could you possibly have? Okay, fine. It's cycling. That's fine. It's not a real response. That's a fake response. Get your land. Not even fancy colors. It's just another island. Well, that is getting reclused. Or is it tempo? And then next turn we can play out the Well Guard. And start making fairies. We have 2 Well Guards, right? I think we have 2 Well Guards. Leave my Recluse alone. Okay, that is actually perfection, because if they had killed the Scoundrel, that would have been like 10 times worse for me. Like, obviously, if they have like a Boulder Dash here, that would suck too. It would basically be a 1-for-1. No, okay, they just had nothing. Cool. I mean, to be fair, that is a really rough board to have nothing on, especially when I have, what was it, 2 removal spells or 3 removal spells? I don't know. I don't remember what I had. It was at least 2 removal spells tonight. Alright, so we're 6-0 with the Merfolk. I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. Alright, potentially the final boss. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's 5 land, and it's not the best, but we have 2 really good spells in our hand, 2 really good creatures that can probably, like, buy us a lot of time on their own. And then this turn we can play out the Well Guard or the Sky Swimmer, depending on what they do. Against blue-white, I'm inclined to play out the Well Guard here. Because like we can even tap it and convoke it. Like if we can't attack with it next turn or they remove it, they can't. I mean, they'd have to like liminal hold it or spiral it and trigger spiral on the same turn. Because like we can convoke or attack with it. Yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Yeah. No, that's really good. No, that's really good. Like, really good. Where's our SIG? We have a SIG, right? I think we're going to lose to a significantly more broken Merfolk deck than ours. Obviously, the Recluse can't attack, the Wellguard can't attack, and it is 2/4 monstrosity. And I have drawn 3 more land, apparently. To be fair, we kept a 5-lander, which was sketchy, but, you know, it was a good 5-lander. That's a thing. Yeah, our opponent's deck is just like the Merfolk deck. Our Merfolk deck is a good Merfolk deck. Their Merfolk deck is the actual nuts. Like, this is the perfect, this is the embodiment of what a Merfolk deck is, or should be, or could be. They just concede here, quite frankly. And then we concede. Because I can't beat their board. There's nothing in my deck that lets me beat them at this point. Actually, that was a lie. I lied. That was a preemptive concession. What could have happened was top decking Mirrorform. I forgot we had Mirrorform for a second. Despite the fact that Mirrorform is what has carried our deck to this point, I completely forgot that we had it for a second and conceded. Because we could have still won on Mirrorform. This is a great hand, too. It has Mirrorform. There you go. The card that's in the deck. Admittedly, this hand sucks with Mirrorform because we have nothing to pump up. I guess Blossom Bind, we have 2 targets right now that can turn into big creatures. Goblins. Calling it the goblins. Oh, all right. Well, I would have preferred they be goblins. They have a Flame Braider. We Blossom Bind it. Alright, that's Blossom Binded. Blossom Bind it. No tempo for you, sir. Obviously, our next play comes down to what they play. If they play like the 3/2 Reach Dude, we probably play the Peddler. If they play something or nothing at all, then we're going to play the Peddler. If they tweeze it, then that sucks, but we'll get Recluse in next turn to bounce whatever their 4-drop is. Are they not elementals then? I mean, bouncing Guildweaver kind of sucks, so maybe we cleanse it instead. Yeah, it gives them an extra, I don't know. The tempo, though. The tempo. Think of the tempo. He's like, I don't even really have anything that I want to loot here. But I also want to play, like, next turn we can double spell. And they have 3 cards in hand, and this puts them back a turn, so, like, yeah. I think that's right. And then we'll just loot, and if we need to bin our land, we bin our land. Like, obviously it sucks throwing away our 6th land when we have Mirrorform, but we also don't really have a good, like, Mirrorform turn right now. We have 4 permanents. Potentially. If nothing dies. And, like, they're playing red. Something is going to die. Prisma Basher, you say? Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's a big dude. I want your big dude. This way we just swing in for 6 if they play back. I'm sure. Oh, they can't play the Brian. That was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, damn it. It was a mistake. We made a mistake. I wasn't thinking. So they're going to play Prisma Basher this turn. I'm fairly confident. Fairly confident. And then we can swing in for what, 24? Which they'll have to block one of. You know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Nail the basher. Bash me. Do it. If they don't do it, I'm obviously going to have to come up with a different plan. But oh, come on, man! Okay. I mean, sure. So now what I imagine they're going to do is they're going to Prisma Bash me. And then we can Mirrorform, we'll have 3 6/6 blockers. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. This will work out very well for us. Because that'll be a 6/5, that'll be a 4/3, right? Yeah. And hopefully this is just GG. We don't even need that. The Mirrorform! Carried the shit out of this deck. Mirrorform is just so good. So good. Especially when your opponents have bigger creatures than you. And all you have is a bunch of small things. Alright, we took a loss to one of the nuttiest Merfolk decks I've ever seen, but otherwise we got the trophy, and I'm really, 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 really happy with how this deck turned out. Mirrorform is just busted. That's it. That's all there is to this. Did we make a couple of mistakes? Absolutely. There were 2 notable ones that I think were clear there. I don't think I cast Protective Response once, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong. Go back in the video, check it out. I'm pretty sure I never drew or cast this spell. Everything else basically carried some weight, at least. This Sig basically did nothing either. He had 1 game and he got winnowed. And that was it. Anyways, yeah. That was fun. Good Merfolk deck. Like, subscribe. See you next time.